Okay, so we got a dual battery kit from UTV Stereo for this 2018 Razor Turbo S. Sure it's the same for most of the Razor models. So in the instructions, it's going to tell you to drill a hole back off in here. It doesn't tell you what size on this. And so what I did is I had a unibit, cone bit, whatever you want to call it, and I just measured it to the exact size that the eyelet would fit through there. And you're going to have this black wire going through there, your actual ground, and that's going to go to your factory ground. I'll show you that here in a second. And then you're going to have a blue remote wire, and that's got to go all the way up to your front accessory panel. So that black ground wire that you saw just a second ago gets attached to that factory ground right there. Blue wire you see right there, you're going to loop that around kind of to underneath through the tunnel, the drive shaft tunnel. Man, really hard to see, but you're just going to run that along your tunnel here underneath this. This just pops out with push pin here, push pin here. There's a Torx head right here. And then also there's two push pins under here. Sorry, I got that kind of looped back there. Then you're also going to have a Torx here. And you're just going to run that blue wire up through here. And then along the firewall, you are going to attach that to your furthest left accessory. This one right here. So power to this bus bar. This is a ground. And this is like a remote on, key on switch. So you'll see I looped that up because I have so many wires coming down. Looped it up along with another one. It goes down there, all the way down here, through here, and then back to where it comes out of. So to me, some of this wiring kind of got a little confusing, but what I did, the black wire for your ground to your factory ground, I just kind of looped mine around here, ran it kind of in this little C channel right here, and then just kind of looped it on around. One thing to note is that if you have any aftermarket accessories hooked directly to your battery, you're going to want to hook this to your second battery. That's what they say in the thing. So I have my sound bar hooked to the second battery. So just when you're hooking this up, make sure you plug all your accessories in. That's what this wire is for, and that is what this wire is for. Now, underneath this ground, you'll see there's another black wire under there. Now that black wire is going to this battery's ground. Same thing, kind of looped it under here with this ground as well. It's a little longer, so couldn't really zip tie it up or anything. And that is going to this post on your isolator. This is exactly how they say to mount it. Your isolator, make sure it's below this bar right here, or else you're going to have interference with your seat. So make sure when you mount it, they give you self-tap screws. When you mount it, just make sure you mount it flush or below flush of this bar. I went a little bit below. So you got your black wire here going to your left top post, and it's going to loop around here. This is your ground, okay? That blue wire that you went to your front bus bar, your accessory key on power, that's going to go to your right on the isolator here. Now all this matters because that's how you're going to isolate this battery from this battery, your start battery from your auxiliary battery. So your bottom post on your isolator is going to go to your main start battery, your stock battery location. So I looped mine around here, around the battery as best as I can, make sure it's not, going to get pinched on anything. Kind of pushed it down there a little ways, and then try to run it through this factory little cover here. And then your factory harness from the Razor that connects to your stock battery is going to pop right on there. They give you these really nice posts that goes on this battery. Same thing with your ground. That's it. Ground here, positive here, and then wire going to come around, boom, and that's going to be your bottom post. Now your top post on your isolator, you loop around here, come in to your secondary battery that you're going to have from UTV Stereo. And that's pretty much it. You got a little battery hold down here. Again, just some self-tap, self-driller screws. Put that in there. I did, these came with some foam in the actual packaging. And to me, these batteries rattle around a little bit. So what I did is I cut some of that foam out and I put a piece right here, just a little strip, just to keep it from rattling around or anything like this. This one already has some foam in there to keep it from doing that. I just put a little bit more to make sure it didn't rattle around. Same thing with this one, rattle around a little bit. So I put a piece of foam, you can kind of see it down there, just enough to hold it in place and not make it rattle around so much. Personal opinion, you guys can do whatever you want, but hopefully that helps somebody. I also put a piece of foam underneath this battery hold down as well. Again, just a little too loose for my liking. I don't want to hear rattling around while I'm out riding. So I just put, same thing, a little bit of that foam that I got from their packaging, put it under there, and that was it. Call it a day.